It's harder than I like to think, but it's easy when you're by my side. No point in calling, you just have to see the fundamentals of our love tonight. Cause I've been looking at a photograph of you, and I've been thinking about all the ways you move. This isolation got me feeling like a moon, my love. Yeah, when I wake up, I feel empty, not beside you. My whole life been searching just to find you. This quality, it hasn't got the right to keep us apart. Killing time, we got nowhere to be. You're sending messages I can't ignore. No contemplating, come here close to me. I'm bored at home.
Good evening everyone, welcome to the first day of Blitz International Cup. We are on day 1 group stage. Firstly, we're going to be streaming GGAME versus C4 in around 15 minutes, then LOCA versus GGAME. Let's go over through the slides and what are you going to be expecting for Blitz International Cup? What is it all about? So I'm going to tell you all about Blitz International Cup on the stream right now. So all games are played the best of 7 during the group stages, so whichever team wins the first 4 matches will win the fixture. Then this tournament is run in a single round robin format, so that is each team will play out of 7 hour teams once. There are 8 teams in a group, so one team will play 7 hour teams just one time. 1 point is given to the fixture win and 0 points are given to the loss. There are no points given for, the draw is not possible. Top 4 will advance to the knockout stage and the bottom 4 will advance to the last chance tournament. And we're going to talk more about the last chance tournament during that day. And then in the case of a tie, the following are considered in this order. First, we're going to consider the head-to-head result between the teams. And if we cannot decide from that, we're going to consider the total game wins of each tied team. This is the timeline for you. We're going to be starting with the group stage on the 14th, 16th and 18th, and then we will have the last chance tournament on the 19th, which is on the Saturday. Final stage will be on the 21st and the 22nd of December. So we're going to start off with these maps here. The first round, and we're going to be starting with Port Bay, Vineyard, Upperstadt, finished with My Ruins. Second round, we're going to start with Fort Despair, Oasis Pubs, Hairless, and finally Winter Mananovka. These are our predictions so far. The first round, Mercy versus Raid, all of us are predicting Raid to be winning. Win versus Endgame, all of us, apart from Fujits, are predicting for win for Endgame. 7-star versus LOCA, all of us are predicting 7-star to win. And we have GGAME versus C4. It's kind of a mix and match here. 4 of us predicted C4 to win. The 2 of us predicted GGAME to win, and the organizers are not sure who is going to win this. Tonight, Wild Ones Helper, which is me, Rolling Swarm, Mnet85, and Fujit Splits are going to be streaming the matches in English. Methodi will be streaming in Russian. Parablast is also one of the streamers, but he's not going to stream the first 4 rounds. He will be streaming the last 3 rounds in the group stage. Here's the schedule for you. I'll be streaming GGAME versus C4, LOCA versus GGAME. The schedule here is still subject to change. So if there are kind of like a last minute amendments here, this will not be correct. But for now, this is my schedule. On Wednesday, I'll be following 7-star versus Raid. And then 1 hour later, Endgame versus C4. Both games are going to be extremely exciting. Endgame versus C4, the first ranked team on the EU server against second ranked team on the CIS server. What can you expect here? But all eyes will be on the final day, where it's going to be 7-star versus Mercy in this classic derby, and then we have a Mercy versus Endgame, the winners of each region heading against toe-to-toe one another. Finally, we're going to be finished with LOCA versus Win, also another exciting matchup. Don't let me remind you again. That Amurak on Dynasty's Pearl, Killer from North onto No Party Without Me in the E5. You're going to be expecting some extremely exciting stuff, right? Will be. I'm actually briefing all of you guys. So tonight the schedule, Mnet will be streaming Mercy versus Raid. 1 hour later, it will be Raid versus Win. Fujit Splits are going to be starting off with Win versus Endgame, followed by C4 versus Mercy. Rolling Swarm is back, finally. After the removal of 80 GMs, we have 7-star versus LOCA, followed by 7-star versus Endgame. And I'll be starting off with GGAME versus C4, a very interesting game to start off with, which is actually I call it as a chess game back in the Blitz CIS Cup. So will we see another chess game tonight? We will know very soon. And then LOCA versus GGAME in an hour later. Prices, we have €2,000 prize pool. First place we get €900, second place €500, and third place €350, fourth place €250, and fifth to sixth place we get 35,000 gold, seventh place 20,000 gold, and eighth place 10,000 gold. This is the roster for you. C4 team's going with Akula. He's the captain of their team back in the Blitz CIS Cup, so really love to see him back. Akison, Vasilisa Yushkina, the Valek, Masha Alexieva, Flame Rip, Letovsky, and the Leonchik. I think I kind of double checked with some of the people, so hopefully I don't butcher any of you guys. But if you're not sure about this lineup here, the C4 team, it's basically the same back in the Blitz CIS Cup, except there are only 8 people, and I don't think we've seen Flame before. If I remember correctly, I don't know if there's a name change there, but I could be wrong. And for GGAME, we have Dark Time Kotick, Milk, originally from 7-star, now transferred over to GGAME. We have Mr. Remosh, Envision, Capral, which is also one of the assistant of Methodi. And we have African Locks, Skilloid, Kirusha Dillovod, Heraith, and GG Rooston. Most of the guys here, except Milk, have played with together back in the Blitz CIS Cup, so we're going to imagine them being better than what they are during the Blitz CIS Cup. And finally, LOCA, and some big changes here. We have Unisex, RA1D, RG, No Party Without Me, Edgar GQ, Ivano Grossny, which is also Jerry from Legion before, Survivor 99 DF, Batkin, and Gaseo Jones, which is originally from Immortals or M8S. So this is just a very good poster to remind you what Blitz International Cup is all about. €2,000 prize pool. The dates are from the 14th to the 22nd of December. And now let's actually... Sorry. I think we're going to see this soon. There we go. So far C4 has ready up, and not for GGAME yet. They haven't arrived yet, so we're going to see them very soon. For some reason, I can't type anything in this. Oof, which is interesting. I hope they're not going to mess up with the order of the stuff, and that would not be nice. Hopefully, I don't have to change in time during the stream. Hello Mateus, hello Wilfay, hello Biscuit. I'm going to say hello also to Israel, hello to Kraken, and hello to Grumbly. How are you all doing? Hope you're doing fine. And we're going to be waiting. And I've seen a ping on one of the servers, not for my technical difficulties I'm experiencing right now. You're not seeing any technical difficulties so far, so that's good. Meanwhile, let's actually brief you Port Bay. What are you going to be expecting from Port Bay? And if I get the stream deck, press this button. It's just showing this map right now, so that's brilliant. So Port Bay, we've seen a good boost from GGAME going along this way, and the boost onto actually from this lane, not from this lane. I've done it with the E50M boosting a T110 E5 before through this lane, but what GGAME did is that they boosted using 2 T110 E5, and that E5 went up there on that plateau. This position is really good to get resets onto C and to spot up this corner over here, and it can be a pain to deal with heavy tank, hold down tank there. That's for the north side, but you also see some TDs here potentially, but probably not, because the professional teams, the use of TDs is kind of rare, so you probably will be expecting some TD play over these regions. And then you, over this coast stacks here, these coast stacks, you can put a hold down tank, preferably the T110 E5, because you can drop the reactive armor. The WZ13 is also a popular choice, but the problem with 113 is that it's hard to kind of run away from this, or kind of don't know, your traverse speed is not the best. You have a DPM, but not really the traverse speed. Armor is alright, but the T110 E5, maybe the reactive armor is going to up a notch. Although I would say the reason why you take the 1-3 is because the armor just fits perfectly using the coast stacks, and E5 is not quite so, but E5 with the reactive armor, just another level, I must say. On the other hand, on the red side, you could have TD the T110 E3 or Badger to reset C, but obviously it's not a TD you'll be expecting, so you might expect a heavy tank over here, and boosting up with a grid there is probably not possible now. And if you want to reset A, chances are you can take this position to do so, or this position, but the last time I think we saw it on Stinge stream, it was, I forgot, is it HNKL versus TXC, or is it not the case? But then this is working really well. So you have to take it with a grain of salt here. It was taking, it was an AMX 30B there. Couldn't really reset A. Never know. Are we going to see some stuff like that? Probably. I don't think so. Personally, I would want to go for C so that you have the terrain advantage. And a little bit of an uphill advantage as well. Higher ground, you might say. So you have more control of the map. But then you don't, you won't be able to reset A and B easily. That's why some people would like to go there to get the cap pressure on A and B. Defending will be though, because you have so many open lanes to defend with. Chances are you can get pinned relatively easily, and the enemies can just work with some really good angles, and you might be there no more. So I think this is port bay for you, so I'm going to remove the map. There we go. Right, so at the moment, hello Respect Me, how are you doing? Hello Matiush. How are you as well? Good to see some more people. Hopefully more people join in. If you haven't done so, let's make it to over 30 viewers tonight watching this exciting match. So if you haven't done so already, make sure to invite your friends. Tell them the stream is happening now. Tell them we are seeing the best teams up against one another, and make sure you like this video and subscribe for more content in the future. Hello Biscuit. Pronunciation, am I doing it correctly? So so far C4 has arrived but not GGAME. So C4, they have Akason, Letovsky, the Valek, the Leonchik, Vasilisi Yushkina, Akula and Flame in up and ready. I'm not sure if they're going to take this final lineup here, but so far it's going to be so I mean that's going to be the case. Then actually let's kind of hide the lineup for now, and we're going to wait until GGAME arrives. And this is going to be, I have to double check whether it's going to update itself. Yeah, it's going to be updating itself. And this one as well. So far, once again, Eminet will be streaming Mercy vs Raid, Footage Blitz will be streaming Win vs Endgame, Rolling Swan will be streaming 7-star vs LOCA, and I'll be streaming GGAME vs C4, and the table is on top of me there. And so far, none of us have played a game, so everyone is equal with 0 points. And according to the alphabetical order, 7-star, C4, Endgame, and GGAME will go through to the next round, and LOCA, Mercy, Raid, and Win will be playing in the last chance tournament. Would that be the case in the end we're going to be seeing very soon? And on the other hand, let's actually double check about Flame, whether he was under another name before. Unfortunately, GGAME is being a little bit late. This is not good news. We kind of have to wait for a while, unfortunately. So hopefully you like the music in the background. So let's double check Flame whether he's changed his name or not. No. He was from Nanovisium, TTYTT, so we'll see. Oh, now GGAME is steadily arriving. That's good. But they are late. For this, at least 1 minute. Hi, Matthew. How are you doing? Before I continue, yeah, we're going to be seeing stuff, so that's good. Yup. So they have now arrived, so Rimosh is going to be So now the lineup is going to be as follows if we go back to the waiting screen. It's going to be GG Roostem in E5 alongside. We're going to be seeing triple E5s by Roostem, Heerace, and Vision. Capral will be in a double T22 alongside Skilloid. Kirusha Deloved will be in Vicus Light and Dark Time Kotick in the 4202. Well, probably not 4202 because this is a very interesting tank. You have the hash, but the thing is, you're going to give away the heat shell, which can give you a lot of advantage if you're unable to penetrate the arm of the enemies, particularly if they take a lot of heavies. So 4202 needs support from a sporting tank, and Vicus Light is the best tank for that purposes. So I could see how it could work if they take a Vicus Light and a 4202 at the same time. Meanwhile, C4 ready up with Akison in the E5 alongside the Leonchik and Flame. The Topsky in the Crown Wagon, we have a double T22 by Valek and Vasilisa Yushkin. Akira will be wrapping up in the IS4. Hello, Nightbot or Stinge. You want to look cool chatting through here, but you would not be able to moderate here. Hello, Yori12 from Twitch. So we have people viewing from both Twitch and YouTube at the same time, so that's really good. But let's get this stream to over 30 concurrent viewers, shall we? Let's make this target to happen. Yesterday, we almost reached 20 viewers, so let's actually up a notch and do amazing things. Now we're going to be starting now. GGAME has changed tanks. We're going to be seeing quadruple E5s by Dark Time Kotick, Roostem, Heerace, and Kirusha Delovod. Crown Wagon will be taken by Evision, Skilloid will be taking 140s, and Cabral will be taking T22. So C4 on the south side, blue team will be going mostly to BNC. GGAME on the north side will also be committing to mostly BNC. So this is going to be interesting stuff. And make sure I got the right graphic here and the right order. So that's really good. So everything is nice and fine. So C4 with the double T22, what are they going to achieve here? They're going to try to capture C, but that's not going to be possible because GGAME are also really aggressive with those E5s. They're going to try to capture C, hold down, but all the forces are here. It is going to be interesting, but Latovsky takes 1.2k damage. That is not good for C4. The E5 are holding on there steadily, but they're like ants on hot pots. They can potentially be outnumbered here if C4 attempts to make a push on the GGAME. Those E5s might be in deep trouble, but C4 are hesitating right now. Skilloid is coming from the back and could get some amazing shots here. Right now, GGAME has the point advantage. Puts a good shell into Akison from Skilloid, but we are seeing some brawl action happening over here. C4 have committed, but they are not doing well in taking out the E5s here. They have taken out Kirusha. Leonchik is also dead. Latovsky is going to be the next tank to be down there. Latovsky is down, and Heerace is going to be the next tank down. Valek is really low. Vasilisa Yushkin is doing really well. He's trying to shut down the Object 140, but whoa, the C4 forces will be able to do to pick up the low hit point tanks quickly. 2 versus 3 there. It's going to be hard, but C4 Vasilisa Yushkin kills off Heerace. No, I forgot. Yushkin is now dead. This is just I just miss everything right now. Akison is now down to 1 shot. He's dead. Flame is dead. Valek is a 1 shot. This game will go to the GGAME nonetheless. Oh, some packet loss here. This is not good. Oh my gosh, double digit. Oh my gosh, this is going to be horrible. Valek is down. Last man standing is going to be Akula. Hello, Blue Star. And Akula is dead. The pack loss is really terrible. Looking at the damage here, it's going to be Akula doing more than 3k. Vasilisa Yushkin are doing more than 2k alongside Akison. GGAME, those E5s held on well. Dark Time doing more than 4k. I mean, I think he's potentially farming at the back. Cabral doing more than 2k alongside Vision and also Heerace. All of these tanks doing more than 2k killed all 7 tanks. Really good start from GGAME. I must say, C4, they didn't really make use of that chance to push out those E5s of GGAME. They have like, I think it's 5 or 6 tanks there, and they aren't even able to kill off those 3 tanks, and that hesitation has cost them the game. Alright, so let's go on to the next round, shall we? So let's actually update the scores. Hopefully I have time to do that. GGAME 1-0 to C4. Alright, we have started. And let's see. Yes, it's working really well. So let's set up high. This time C4 on the north side, GGAME on the south side. C4 will be going with triple T22s, which is a common meta from the CIS server. I mean, Vasilis, is he going to be sporting those T20s? He's not committing to the corner, which is an interesting call here. Those triple T20s are now down in the river, and now C4 have 4 E5s, GGAME have also 4 E5s, double T22 and a Crown Wagon. And this time, oh, Atkinson's taking a lot of hit on the crossing though. Oh, some really aggressive moves from both teams here. The double triple E5s on C4 is holding on, but GGAME, this time, they are not going to commit the same mistakes as C4. I think they're going to push through at this rate, or is it not going to be the case? The double T20 is going to come from behind of GGAME, and they're going to put some really big shells into Roostem here. GGAME, meanwhile, the triple E5s on C4 holding on well. C4 controlling the tempo right now, but the Valek is also taking a lot of hits. Roostem is the first tank down. The top skills are really low. It's taken out by Kirusha Dilovod. But then we'll also be seeing we're going to be seeing pandemonium situations right now. I don't know what to call. Just chaotic. GGAME is going to shut down Vasilisa Yushkin, and here he's going to be dead already. And Vasilisa Yushkin is a one-shot. Who is he going to be taken out from? It's going to be taken out by the Skilloid. Yonchik is also dead. So many kills happening left, right, and center. GGAME, 4 tanks up on the feed, and C4 with only 3 tanks. If this continues, GE will be looking to wrap up the second win on Port Bay. Oof. Oh my god. Right. Moderators are saying something. I don't know what you're talking about. Giori 12. But 2 more tanks very low remaining. Akula down to 1 shot. Akison killed. GGAME will be getting the second game. Really good focus fire and really good focus fire priorities, with C4 unable to punch a hole into the GGAME's forces. Although they had a moment for a brief moment, but that wasn't enough. Akula is there. That will give GGAME the second win. There we go. Look at the damage here done by both teams. This time C4 only 2 tanks doing more than 2k. Akula doing more than 4k, but the T22s are not doing a terrific job there. All 3 of them have done less than 2k. Meanwhile, GGAME have 5 tanks doing more than 2k. Dark Time Cortic man of the match, killing 3 tanks doing almost 4k. And the E5s are also the focus for C4. I think this is what GGAME wants, because the E5 can drop the reactive armor, can buy a lot of time for them. And now we are on to Vineyards. I don't think we have time to brief Vineyard, so fortunately, you're going to hear me. We're not going to brief that map. So now we have C4 ready up with Akison in the double Crown Bargain alongside Latovsky, Valek in the Vegas Light, double E5s by Leonchik and Vasilisa Yushkin, double IS4 by Akula and Flame. GGAME are going with double Crown Vargas by Evision and Dark Time Cortic, double T22 by Cat Brown and Skilloid, triple E5s by Roostem Hirate and Kirusha Dilafert. Let's head up high, shall we? And C4 will be on the south side. Oh, so many pink buildings, fancy stuff. GGAME will be on the north side. Where are these teams are going? GGAME mostly going for the city side. Interesting call here. C4 going for B. And it's going to be captured by Valek in the Vicky slide. It's going to be a very quick capture there. Cabral is now into A. And I believe GGAME wants to get hold of C as well. And C4 might be a little bit of trouble though. Oh, Valek took a bit of hit there. Oh, and I shot didn't hit anywhere. But Valek, it's not the end of the world. You took one hit, but it's still fine. Skilloid is getting C without any trouble at all, I believe. No one from C4 is there to reset Skilloid, and G will have the cap lead again. C4 will need a really good rotation. And it will be down to Valek to get the information up because he's the only light tank for the team and the only medium tank. Oh, is Rooster getting a little bit of a careless here? He took 2 hits there. He doesn't want to take more because what C4 would like to do is to chip away the hit points of GGAME gradually. And if they have chipped enough hit points, they can make a comfortable rotation. And that could spell the end of GGAME potentially. I hope there is no technical issues, and unfortunately, I don't know, the viewer count just froze, and I don't know if the chat froze as well. I'm just not seeing any more information coming up. Let's see my... Yeah, I think the stream's still going on. I don't think there's some issues. Tell me in the moderator chat if the stream is not up or is it up. I don't think so. Ooh. I'm not getting a lot of viewers. I am the lowest viewed stream so far. But Rooster is getting spotted. Hero is also getting spotted. These two E5s are dropping more and more hit points, which is not a good thing because you don't want to do that. Oh, Rooster taking another hit from Akison. Oh, GGAME, they absolutely must resist dropping any more hit points. And now C4 committing forces into a Flame. Is he going to be able to capture A without trouble? And so Kirushi is there to reset Flame. And oh, he cannot reset A. I think C4 is going to get A. And cap points might be spewing gradually into their favor. But that's not enough though. Because cap points, they're around 200 behind. And they absolutely must kill off a tank. That will help matters a lot. And hit points still in favor of C4. But GGAME are trying their best to swing it back into their favor, reducing hit point deficit. Akula, oh, he's getting crossfired from left, right, and center. He's not going to be long. Hero is there to shut down Akula. He's going to be shut down by Rusev as well. He put a good shell. Oh, he's a bounce onto Akula there. And the receiver is going to put the forces into Heroes and also Rusev here, but we have the double crown Falcons at the back. They need to absolutely go in to save Akuna. Hero is now dead. Akuna needs to stay as safe as possible. Dark Type Cortex also down. 3 tanks on C and GGAME are now down. C4 has a tremendous advantage right now. They're also trying to capture C, which they've done so. Roostum is a one-shot. C4 again this back. They've killed off Roostum. The Vision is now isolated, but C4 will be getting the win with a cap lead. Oh my god. Oh my god. Hello from Russia. Hello from the UK. How are you doing? That was it was a very tight match indeed. C4 Vineyard's probably is that map. They've done brilliantly so. GGAME, I think they are caught bleeding too much there, and in the end, when C4 is trying to make a rotation, GGAME are unable to consolidate. They have isolated a lot of the tanks, allowing C4 to focus fire relatively easily. We have C4 with 3 tanks doing more than 2k, killing 3 tanks in total. GGAME, Kirusha, Dilofo doing more than 2k, rest did less than 2k, with Skilloid dead with a donut. Oof. And then we have a second game on Vineyards as well. So at the moment it seems everything should be fine. Hello Aberdeen, how are you doing? Right, so now we're going to be seeing, let's see if I got the right, yeah, I've got the right scoreline, so that's good. We are seeing GGAME going with a triple E5s by Rustem, Heatwraith, and Dark-type Kotek, Envision in the Crown Bargain, Kirus Delaval in the Vekis Light, and we probably will be seeing double projectors, which I really like as a platoon. They're going to take that, with going to be played by Cabral and also Skilloid. On the other hand, C4 is going to be doing double IS4 by Akison and Akula, Litovsky in the Crown Bargain, double T22s by Varlek, and also Vasilisa Yushkina. The Leonchik will be in the double E5s alongside Flame. This time, blue team on the north spawn, they're heading mostly to A. South spawn will be GGAME, heading mostly to B, and somewhat to the northwestern corner as well. Kirusha will be getting B very quickly in the Vekis Light. Meanwhile, Varlek is going to call from C4 here. The ruins are a little bit exposed here, some open areas that you might get shot from, so I'm not sure what's their ideas there. And they are really playing, they are really in hot waters now. Cabral, he's taking lots of hits from God knows where. He needs to be saved. He doesn't want to take unnecessary hits to C4. So far, ironically, are doing better in the trading, even though the T22s are not in the best position in my opinion. But Litovsky, is that a misplay here? Look at him, he's just rushing alone. And he's now getting focused by GGAME's team. C4 needs to save Litovsky right now. That I think it was an apparent misplay there. Losing some big hit points. But now C4 are going to make a push here. Maybe Litovsky is there to make a distraction goose chess game by C4. They're going to rush onto the projectors here. Cabral is dead. Skilloid is going to be dead as well. And Vasilisa, it's a low row onto Skilloid. And meanwhile, GGAME is going to make a counter push potentially. They're going to shut down the Varlek, but he's in the medium side. He can run away quickly. Heatwraith is very low, but Leonchik is under the crossfire of C4, kills off Heatwraith, which is an important kill, but he absolutely must stay safe. Rustem puts a good Exy shell into the backside of Leonchik, and it's going to be a 4 vs 5. Still not over yet for both teams. GGAME has done exceptionally well to push onto the middle side, get crossfires into the ruins, but Envision will be down no more. Leonchik is down, Envision is down. It's going to be a 3 vs 4 right now. And he's going to be captured by Kirusha Dilavolt. And Flame Rip is going to go and pencil the Rooster here. Puts a good shell there. And that's a good shell from Dark-type Kotek in the backside of Flame Rip. Let's get over to Flame Rip and see this deal over here. He cannot bounce the shot. He puts a good shell into Rustem. Flame Rip is getting tagged by Kirusha Dilavolt. It really depends on the GGAME's focus fire here. And if Flame's getting killed, that would be a big kill for them, but Flame bounced onto Rustem. That could be a big mistake here. Rustem kills off Flame. That was an important kill. Will that be a win for GGAME in the end? Varlek could lose in the 1 vs 1 situation against Kirusha. Kirusha needs to put a good shot into Varlek. And oh no, it's an HG splash. Oh dear. Some breathing space for Varlek, but Dark-type Cortex now dead. 3 vs 2. You still have a very healthy Akison here. Varlex is a one-shot, but so is Kirusha Dilavolt. Varlex now killed. It's really close. Both tanks are now 2 shots. A 1-shot here. Akison very healthy, but they don't have the cap lead. What GGAME needs to do is to stay safe and let the caps take into their favor. Oh my god, my voice. Oh my god. No kills, no viewers. Yeah, but on other streams, just much better for some reason. Get some viewers, please. Let's get into 30, please. And Akison, whoa, where is he going to go here? Is he going for A? But GGAME is absolutely careful not to drop unnecessary hit points. Now Akison, he is spotted. He's going. I mean, Kirusha, does he have any shots into Akison? Akison is going for A. Meanwhile, you have Vasilisa Yushkina going for C as well. C4's trying to win this match by caps. Still really close call. 100 cap points of difference. Even killing a tank won't help, but at least getting caps will help. And this will hopefully reset the base for stop the bases for GGAME if C4 is able to get the caps back into the favor. Oh, I think some misses happening, but Kirusha Dilavot, he's unable to reach that castle. Now it's going to be 2 caps for C4, and it's, yeah, Facility Yushka doesn't need to go for see at this point. Now they have the cap lead. Rooster puts a good shot into Arkansas. GGAME are throwing everything to get the kills and so on. Oh, Facility Yushkin might be in trouble. I don't know. He's a one shot. Rooster is trying to capture B, but absolutely the main priority for C4 right now is to stay safe. As if Yushkina is dead, he will be gone. But Rooster, is he going to be dead? He is going to be killed by Facility Yushkina. A very big kill there, and that will hand C4 the second win for them. 4th game goes to C4 by caps. What a tight match. It is really tight match. My goodness me, really good game from C4. I love this. I hope my commentary is living up to the hype. Hopefully, we're seeing the, oh my god, we are seeing the damage here. 4 tanks doing more than 2k and 6 kills in total. Arkansas doing more than 4k. The T22s did an amazing job. And I think C4 shutting down those double crown projectiles is a tremendous call. I think that won them the game. Even if Rooster did more than help them, they had double projectiles obviously wasn't doing the best thing for them. But Litovsky, that push, I think, got the distraction from GGAME. I think that was the strategy in essence. Maybe that wasn't a misplay, but it looks on paper a misplay. I think it was a chess game, a chess move here. Distracted GGAME's forces really brilliantly. And C4, that... Oh my god. There we go, we're now on Alpenstadt. So we are going to be seeing C4 on the south side, GGAME on the north side. GGAME going with mouse played by Kirusha Dilavot, Cabral, and the double T20 alongside Skilloid, quadruple E5s by Envision, Dark-type, Quantic, Rooster, and Heres. C4 will be going with Vasily Yushkina in the IS4 alongside Akula and Flame. Triple E Crown Wagons by Akisol, Latovsky, and Leonchik, and Varlag in the Vickers Lights. And C4 will be going mostly to B. This is going to be an interesting strat here. They're going straight into B. Will GGAME have the resets there? Kirusha might have it. Oh no! I think it was a miss. Oh, it's a bounce. But Kirusha took a hit there. And GGAME are unable to reset B there. IS4s from the triple IS4s. We're lucky there. However, cap points are not in their favor, but C is just wide open. So Varlek can just capture C, and they will have the cap point advantage. Oh, the IS4s is dropping some hit points there. A big high roll from Kirusha. Actually shell 33 damage splashing into the armor of Kirusha. Oh, Akula getting a little bit ambitious there and audacious. Kirusha is angling his mouse well, and C4 unfortunately going for a focus on the mouse. Well, that's going to give GGAME the signal to push in and so on. And Skilloid is really low. I think the focus is going to be on Skilloid. That's a good call from C4 there. And they kill off Kirusha Dilavot. And GGAME might be a little bit slow, but they are there to pinch the tanks. It's going to be the focus fire now that C4 also killed off Skilloid. It's going to be an uphill battle for GGAME. They are down by 2 tanks. Heerave is getting isolated by the C4 tanks here. And Flame puts a good shell into Heerace, and Akula is really low. Oh, it's a bounce onto Heerave. The Dark-type Cortex is also down. 3 tanks down already for GGAME. Their focus is on Heerave at the moment. Latovsky is killed by Capral and Rooster here. Heerave is down to a 1-shot. He needs to be killed as soon as possible. He's also killed. Also have 2 caps. If they don't kill all the tanks, they just need to make sure they have all the tanks up on the battlefield, alive and well. Envision is going to be attacked by the C4's tanks. Envision puts a good shot into Facility Yushki now, and the 3-1, I believe C4 has got it in the bag. GGAME, maybe there was a panic there was a little bit of panic there. Didn't really consolidate well in the counter push, and C4 was able to isolate the tanks really well, even though they focused them out. It's still alright because GGAME were quite isolated in the first place, and this game will go to C4. C4, the first time tonight ahead in this fixture. That was a nice battle, I agree with you, Biscuit. Oof, we have 5 tanks to more than 2k for C4, really good job from them. I really love this match. I think that's the best match we have seen so far for C4. Meanwhile, GGAME with 4 tanks to more than 2k. I think, yeah, the kind of the very quick reaction wasn't helping them in consolidating their team and so on. And oof. Other game on Alpenstadt, second game on Alpenstadt, it seems to be that we are going to be seeing some really long matches. I'm so hungry, and let me eat some biscuits. Sorry, I'm just going to eat some biscuits. We'll be back soon.
I try to get by, something that I'm not into. My mind is paralyzed. Don't care, I just might pack my bags and take off tonight. Don't need the pressure from ya. No need to put that on me. Just need some fresh air to breathe.
There we go. That's it, hype shop. We second game. C4 on the north side, blue team. We're going to see Yushkina in the ice fall alongside Akula and Flame. Triple crown value by Akason, Latovsky, and Leonchik. Valek in the Vickers side. GGAME going with double T22 by Skillo and Cabral. Envision in E5 alongside Dark Time, Kotick, and Roostum. And Kirusha did offer it's going to be a quadruple E5s, and they're going mostly to A. Valek is going to get some spots in. Oh, he gets attacked a bit. Here is in the VK 90.01p. The first time we're seeing tonight. So C4 are going to run away from this situation, and they're not going to do the same thing as they did on B, which worked for them last game, but not this time. They're not going for that. So GGAME again, once again, will get a cap lead first, but C4 are well equipped, so that if they don't have a cap lead, they will just go for rotation. But Hero is there to reset B, so definitely getting B is not possible. So Vasilisa Yushkina is going to get out of this. But Hero, I think he might. No, Akison is there to stop Vasilisa Yushkina from getting farmed. And Akison, will he put another good shell into? But no, he's going to get out of this because Skilloid and Roostem are looking at him. Oh, he doesn't have the repair kit. His tracks are down. Oh, now C4 dropping hit points left, right, and center here. And the E5s are down there, but they are risking themselves to get pincered by the double ice 4 here. C4 regrouping. But GGAME, they have 2 tanks at the back. And Hero there as well. Will Dark Time Cortex now dead? Will the E5 be able to survive for long enough there? They are not taking a lot of damage here. Envision is also relatively low. But absolutely, Roostem and Skilloid needs to come in to save the E5s. Latovsky's now down to 1 shot here. And now he's killed by Cabral. Hero is also dead. Yushkina is not going to be long for this world. Flame is going to be dead support. But Yushkina is now getting focused by his left, right, and center. Cabral, it puts a good shell into Yushkina, and now he's now dead. Hit points is in favor of GGAME right now. Envision it's a one-shot potentially. Flame Rip is the next focus for GGAME. Look at the C4's forces, very, very spread out. I would be surprised if they won this one. But it doesn't seem to be the case. Now C4 almost half the hit points as GGAME. And now with Akison dead, it's 4 versus... Now, Flame is also dead. 4 versus 2. Are we going to be seeing C4 coming back in this one? I probably don't think so. We're going to be going into the tiebreaker. Amazing, brilliant games. Going to be very tense games indeed. Cabral is going to be shooting Valek, who's going to be going on top of this. But Skillo is there to help Cabral, and Cabral kills off Valek. Last man standing, Akula is going to be the last person standing. Kirusha is now down to a 2-shot. Akula is down to a 2-shot as well. Rustum, will we see a high roll? Oh, Kirusha bounced onto Akula. I think Akula is going to be dead. Unless miracle happens. Rustum is going to kill off Akula. 3-3. We're going into a tiebreaker. Woof! Exciting stuff! Nope, no rewards tonight, so you aren't getting anything from this. Place of dislike because it's not my fault. Look at the damage. Akula doing more than 3k alongside. Well, Aka's Axon doing more than 2k. But I think the misplay is setting a tank to capture B. That actually allowed C4 to kind of play a little bit more broadly to kind of save that crown. I think it's that crown bargain or something like that. And on B, and GGAME was able to kind of consolidate, even though they have 2 tanks at the back, which is not a good job. C4 didn't do what they did before to isolate the tanks effectively. GGAME with 5 tanks no more than 2k, killing all 7 tanks in total. Tiebreaker map will be Mine Ruins. So you're going to see C4 taking Akison in the IS4, Latovsky in the Crown Bargain. Triple IS4, Akison, Akula, Flame Rip, Crown Bargain, Latovsky, double T22 Valek, and Vasilisa Yushkina, Leonchik in the E5. Mouse played by Kirusha Dilovot, Cabral in the T20 alongside Skilloid, Envision in the E5 alongside Dark-type Contact, Rustum, and Hiraeth. We're on Mine Ruins. C4 on the north side, GGAME on the south side. C4 going mostly to B, and GGAME also sending double T22s. It's going to be a contest on C, but also sending most of the tanks into B. If you remember, C4 against 7-star, I mean, really good matches there. I do remember them trying to make a counter push on B was really brilliant. I think they are doing the mercy move here. Those E5s are nice for Akula. Are going to push those T22s away. And Cabral, would that be a little bit too late here? Let's go down and see Cabral is trying to run away from this. I don't know, GG Rooster, where did that come from? He's taking a lot of hits, but he's relatively stable, but not Skilloid. Skilloid's going to go down, reusing those 4 tanks. He's not able to do anything about it, but Akula's just downright ignoring Skilloid here. You don't need 4 tanks on 1, you just need 3 tanks on 1, it'll be fine. But GGAME did exceptionally well in doing a big reactionary move here, and now double IS4 are going to be dead. Latovsky's going to be dead. Skilloid's now also dead, but hit points are now neck and neck here. No particular team has an advantage right now. It's all down to focus fire right now. Akison is now dead. This game is a dog's dinner here you're witnessing. Rustem is now dead, and Valek is really Cabral is going to be the focus for Vasilisa Yushkina. Is he able to kill off Cabral here? Yes, he kills off Cabral. It's going to be Hiraeth with the hit point pull advantage here. GGAME might be winning this one, but so far the focus fire is better for C4. Leonchik. It's going to go down to the forces of GGAME. C4 got C as well, but meanwhile Vasilisa Yushkina is also pretty low, but he's the only medium tank alive. He's going to be so important in getting the kills now. The mouse is just going to push The ice balls only rams into Aquila. Aquila is not going to be long for this well. Oh, are they focusing the mouse? Aquila, that was a misfire there. Facility Yushkin is going to put a shell into the Kirusha. That was a good shell there. But Aquila, can he survive for long enough though? Hit point still in favor of GGAME by a big margin. And now Aquila is now killed. GGAME 4 vs 1 against Flame. RIP. I think it's going to be RIP for C4 right now. I think GGAME will win 4-3 against C4. In 7 really close matches, C4 did exceptionally well trying to make a win for them. But my ruins, GGAME, that reactionary move down in the middle was what won them the game, and that Kirusha delivered was the focus for C4. And although he's now a one-shot, I think this game will go to GGAME, and that was it. Wow. Oh my god. What a game. GGAME won this matchup. In the end, Rogue Swarm and Methodia right about this one. Looking at the damage, we have 3 tanks doing more than 2k, Yushkina doing more than 4k, killing 3 tanks, Flame killing 1 tank doing almost 3k, Aquila doing 2.2k damage. GGAME, absolutely wonderful match. Kirusha Dilovot doing more than 3k alongside Dark Time, Kotakiri from Division, won them the game. Exactly. 6 kills in total. And that wraps up a very exciting match we're going to be seeing here. What a game. Wow. Oh my god. Oh my goodness me, that's so. Oh my god, I'm just taking a deep breath here. Oh my god. This is it. Oh. You don't mind me, I'm just gonna change.
I'm here where endless meets the end. Do you see me? I'm hidden here again. Your whispers found its way, calling me to stay. I'm standing at the edge, but something always brings me back. All the voices in my head reminding me of what I have. If I fall tonight, you can bring me back to life. If I fall tonight, you can be my saving light.
So, the table has been updated. Mercy 4-2 against Raid and Endgame 4-2 against Win. And so far, it will be C4 in the 4th place so far. We're still waiting for the matches of 7-star against LOCA. And we're going to be seeing who is going to win that. They are on a tiebreaker currently.
You can be my saving light.
You didn't hear that, sorry. Once again, 7-star 4-2 against LOCA, and the next matches, LOCA vs GGAME will be streamed by me. After that, C4 vs Mercy will be streamed by Fujit Splits, 7-star vs Aggie will be streamed by Rolling Swan, Ray vs will be streamed by Aminet.
When I was yours, you told me not to leave it all behind. I guess that's what I've done. And now I don't feel the way that I should feel inside. It's time to let it go. We started out strong, into the end, you gave me something I couldn't live. I guess that I'm the only one. I guess that I'm the only one. We started out strong, into the end, you gave me something I couldn't live. I guess that I'm the only one. I guess that I'm the only one. You gave me something.
I should get everything right, so let's head back to. Let's actually. I mean, we don't have a lot of time left. I need to be ready for the next room, for the next match. So it's going to be LOCA vs GGAME. LOCA losing T4 against 7-star. Would they have an answer to that in the next one? We'll see very soon.
Although it hurts, I know the only reason I feel down is time to let it go. 'Cause we don't work, and I'm tired.
So meanwhile, while you're waiting, I don't think I have enough time to do analysis because there are only 30 minutes remaining. So I believe maybe if that, I mean, after this match, I'll do one match of analysis for LOCA vs GGAME, and perhaps one game of C4 versus GGAME. I'm actually going to look at the C4 game there, the third win there. I think it was on Mine Ruins, isn't it? Oh no, it was on the Alpenstadt. That was a brilliant win. And for those who just joined in right now, this is going to be you're watching Blitz International Cup, the first day of the group stage. And before I continue, I need to change stuff. So don't mind me about that. So once again, the group format. All games are played the best of 7. That is, whichever team wins the first 4 matches will win the fixture. The tournament is run in the single round robin format. That is, each team will play 7 other teams once because there are 8 teams in this group stage. 1 point is given to a fixture win and 0 points are given to a fixture loss. Top 4 will advance to the knockout stage and the bottom 4 will advance to the last chance tournament. And in the case of a tie, the following are considered in this order. We're going to be considering head-to-head results, and if we cannot decide or discern from that, we'll decide from the total game wins. The timeline for you, the group stage. Today we'll be streaming the first day of this, and 2 days later, 16th, we'll be streaming the second day. 2 more match days for that, and the last day, 3 matches all at once on the 18th. The last chance tournament is going to be held on the 19th of December, and the final stage will be held on the 21st and the 22nd of December. The maps for you, we're going to be starting off with the second round is going to be Fort Despair, followed by Oasis Palms, followed by Hellas, and the tiebreaker map will be Winter Maninovka. I don't know why it's not showing up. Let's actually reload. Let's actually do it again. So this is the next slide. So I am the only one predicting LOCA to win against GGAME, where organizers think it is going to be a tie. C4 versus Mercy, all of us are thinking Mercy is going to win. So far, C4 versus GGAME, we kind of jinxed C4. But 7 Star versus Endgame, it's going to be everyone predicting that apart from Pyroblast, who thinks 7 Star is going to get it. And finally, Raid against Win. While Fujin and I are predicting a win-win. Meanwhile, all 4 other streamers are predicting a Raid win, and organizers are thinking of a win for Raid. There we go. Yeah, the rooms are up. The schedule for you, I'll be streaming LOCA vs GGAME on Wednesday. This is tentative schedule. It is subject to changes, so the time given here is Central European Time, GMT +1. So 7 Star and Raid will be the first one I'll be streaming, and then Endgame versus C4. The last day I'll be streaming 7 Star versus Mercy in this tight and amazing derby, and Mercy versus Endgame, the fight between the 2 server winners, and finally LOCA versus Win to wrap up the group stage. Tonight, now you will be seeing Aminat will be streaming Raid versus Win. Fujit will be streaming C4 vs Mercy. Rolling Sport will be streaming 7 Star vs Endgame. I'll be streaming LOCA vs GGAME. Prices, once again, first place will get €900, second place €500, third place will be getting €350, fourth place €250, fifth to sixth place will be getting 35,000 gold, seventh place 20,000 gold, and eighth place 10,000 gold. Roster for you, this is not important, we're going to head straight in and look at GGAME. Dark Type Cortic, Milk, Mr. Remosh, Envision, Capral, Afghan Locks, Skilloid, Kirusha Dilovod, Heres, and Roostum. Milk, the odd one out. He was from 7 Star, now transferred over to GGAME. We haven't seen Milk in the last matchup yet, so are we going to see Milk in action? We will be knowing very soon. And he is in place of She Resuscitates Me. I still remember that really clearly. And LOCA will be going with Unisex, Ariana Grande, RG, No Party For Me, Edgar G, Kill, Ivano, also known as Jerry, Survivor 99, DF, Backen, and Gaseo Jones. This is a really nice poster. Kudos to the organizers for making this, and the good design that you have there. I really like this design. So, love it. Because we have 7 minutes remaining, because this stream has 3 minutes delay, I should not change my screen very quickly. So let's actually go back to lounge. So once again, Loki vs GGAME, C4 vs Mercy, 7 Star vs Endgame, Raid vs Win. The match is going to be seeing tonight. My moderators are predicting Loki vs GGAME is the tied one. C4 vs Mercy, my moderators think Mercy is going to win. 7 Star vs Endgame, my moderators are thinking Endgame will win. And Raid vs Win is a tie, so we don't really know who is going to be winning this. But that was a really tough one to call, and just out of breath, personally. So apologies for that. Be translating your messages from Russian. Let's get more viewers, shall we? I don't know if it's broken 30 viewers, but if it's the case, then I'm happy. But if it's not, get more viewers to this stream. Make sure you like and subscribe. Obviously, like this video and subscribe to this channel. Going to be Biscuit say I'm mixture replays, but I don't know that. Crown Margin on B. I don't know what it means by that. Good luck. Thank you. Thank you Undertaker for wishing teams good luck. No link for Wargaming. All the links are given in the official Discord server and on the social media. So no portal link there. Unfortunately, you only can watch it through YouTube or from Twitch, which is possible. Greetings as well. Greetings from the UK as well, John. That was nice. There's no giveaway, no free gifts. So even if you tell me your in-game name, you're not going to get anything. So. Ooh. Some Russian foul language here from MC. Oh, I don't know what you're trying to. Going to translate some Polish messages here. Good. Now all teams are here. I'm going to switch back in the next minute, so bear with me. You can see some really good changes. We are going to be starting off with Fort Despair. There we go. So, it's going to be Ariana Grande. It's a very heavy map to begin with, so I'm going to see a lot of bounces we don't know. But we're going to be seeing Ariana Grande potentially in the E5 alongside Ivano or Jerry, and No Party Fault Me. RG is going to take the 215B, the F in the T22, and Unisex in the Crown Bargain, and they got Sail Jones in the Vickers Light. GGAME is going with Afghan Loss in the 215B, Rooston in D5 alongside Heerace, and also Remosh, Dark Type, Cortic in the IS4, Envision in the Crown Bargain, and Kirusha Dillaford in the Mouse. Hello, Ollie Boss. How are you doing? And meanwhile, in Zenith League, it's going to be Lux Nova versus RDX. It's going to be streamed by DB Mario, so head over to his channel after this match if you want to take a look at Zenith League. Lux Nova versus RDX. Hello. Okay, so Loki has changed with quadruple E5s by Ariana Grande, Garcia Jones, Ivano, and No Party Fault Me. Unisex Is he going back in the Crown Bargain? Yes, he is. GGAME going with Afghan Locks in the 215B, Rooster B5 alongside Heroes and Resident Rimosh. Evision in the Crown Bargain, Kirishin in the Mouse, and Dark Time Cortic in the IS4. I don't know. Oh, thank you, you're on my daddy. Thank you for wishing me blowing up. Make sure to share this stream to your friends and family. Tag everyone on Discord. Get them to watch this stream. I'm going to bring you some exciting commentary, obviously, and hopefully you will enjoy. Both teams are ready. I'm going to press a button on my stream deck very soon. Hopefully I didn't do any I haven't done any mistakes on my stream so far, which at the moment it's fine. Some little bit of scoreline mistakes there, but it was fixed very quickly. So both teams are ready. We're waiting someone to ready up, or is it going to? We're going to start on the clock. So we only have less than 1 minute to go. So I think we're going to be starting on the clock. I'll make sure you follow me as well. That would be really nice. There we go, we're starting. There we go, get the right. Is the transition right? I think it's showing LOCA versus GGAME. Thanks for following. Why is it showing the... Is it following or is it donation? I don't know, because it sounds wrong. There we go, we have GGAME going mostly to A and B, meanwhile LOCA going mostly to A and B as well. I should have used that empty time to talk about the map for Despair. I forgot to do so. Apologies. And, ooh. 3 tanks, no. Ivano's on the platforms getting spotted by, I don't know who. But at least Mr. Rimosh, Heroes, and also GG Rooster are spotted. Unisex or the F, I think it's the F spotting it up. But look at LOCA, it's very spread out. I'm not sure if GGAME will make use of that information. And ooh, some splashes happening for both tanks. Dark Time, Kotick, DF splashing one another. Dark Time able to dodge that shell. DF unable to reset B, but it's alright because LOCA now has the cap lead, so it's all down to GGAME to make a rotation now. And LOCA needs to set up a good line of defense. Make sure you don't spray your tanks too much. Envision is in a good hold down position. Happy to show you here. It's in the bush, and the only thing that could be seen by LOCA would be the turret, the red turret here, if I can. Well, maybe he changes tracks as well, but it's going to be a hard. You're going to take a really hard time to do anything. But I think my free cam has been broken. Dark Time Cortic is now spotted in this usual encounter spot where you just go there in the cap and hold down, and sometimes you can even win this match with caps. So I don't think this is not encounter, so you're not going to see that happening. But Kirishin Delova is just using his mouse to barrel in to see, and will LOCA have a response to that. We'll see. Ariana Grande spotted. Kirisha is trying to capture C, but to no avail. Good shots by both Gaseo Jones and Ariana Grande. Meanwhile, Dark Time is getting a very aggressive position to try and pincer the tanks of LOCA. Meanwhile, the F spoiled up Envision. He's trying to reverse side scrape. It's not working. He's on fire as well. He puts another good shell into Envision, but he's so low. Envision is also really low. But LOCA has the hit point advantage at the moment. Once again, GGAME is trying to do an attempt in capture, but LOCA has other ideas. I'm not sure if it's going to be a good idea, but the E5s are potentially bearing in for Dark Time Cortic, and they lost some hit points in doing so. Now GGAME has the hit point pulling back, and they're going straight into B. A really weird play from LOCA. They need to kill off the tanks. Are they going for evasion as well? But they took a lot of hits on the crossing. Now GGAME with more than 2k hit point advantage. This is certainly going to be hard. Unisex bounced onto Here. This is not good at all. The focus fire from LOCA is lacking in quality, and now they killed off Here, and Evision for some reason still alive now. GGAME has the control of the hit points. Evision is now dead, but RG is also dead, and Afghan Locks is going to be the focus for LOCA, but he's dropping reactive armor. It's going to soak up a lot of shots here. Kirusha trying to block and derail the tanks of LOCA. Are they going to finish off Afghan Locks? Afghan Locks is now dead. LOCA are trying their absolute best to pull it back and to pull it off, but Gazeo Jones and Ivano are now both dead. The F is also out of this game. It's going to be a 3 vs 4, and now GGAME with a cap point advantage. This game might go to GGAME at this point, but GGAME's forces are more spread out. LOCA a lot more consolidated, but Mr. Rebosh is coming from behind. Will he put a good shot into Unisex? He does put a good shot into Unisex. Unisex is dropping the consumable, no, it's the consumable to get better accuracy, but will that work because he's not even shooting anything? Oh, it's a bounce onto Mr. Rimwash from Unisex. This surely goes to LOCA, right? No, GGAME, right? I mean, now GGAME more than 2k hit point advantage. Ariana Grande, it's a one-shot. Unisex is dead, and I think this game will go to GGAME. Oh, my free cam is now fixed. Ariana Grande is dead, and the last man standing, no party for me. Absolutely strange call to push the middle side, allowing GGAME to like focus fire really well there. So thank you very much. You are my dad again. Hopefully I will get 1,000 subs by the end of this year, and we are seeing GGAME with 4 tanks to more than 2k. Dark Time Cortic doing almost 5k, LOCA 5 tanks more than 2k, and the F, even though he took a lot of shots in the beginning, Reaver Size Reaper didn't work really well for him, but he did almost 2k. But RG killing 1 tank, dealing less than 1k isn't really good at all. This is going to be difficult for LOCA there. That push is absolutely questionable, I must say, at least if I were them, I would not have made that call, just because you have to go a really long way to get your targets there. So I believe it was a misplay. So I got the wrong scores. So sorry. It should be LOCA versus GGAME now. There we go. Second game on Fort Despair. Now we have GGAME going with Afghan Locks in the IS4. Triple bounce by Hirave, Hiroshi Dilovot and Mr. Rebosh. Vision in the Crown Varga. No, they're checking quadruple bounce. Oh my gosh, interesting choice. We saw Toxic against Written in Blood. Sap, triple bounces. And will quadruple bounce work for GGAME? We'll see. Dark Time Cortic in the IS4. LOCA going with Ariana Grande in the E6. Very interesting choice. Not the best tank for shooting on the move. Gazeo Jones might be in the 1-3 alongside Ivano or Jerry. No party fault be in the Crown Vargan, the F in the Leopard 1, Akaji in the Mouse, and Unisex in the Crown Vargan. There we go. There we go. We got the right. Transition here. Oh, spawns. Oh, they haven't reset the spawns. Well, that was an oopsie from an echo. Let's go again. Oh, they're changing his tags now. LOCA going with the F and the T62A. Is it allowed though? Okay, LOCA has changed tanks. Now the F is dropping the Leopard 1. Is this even allowed? I mean, Crown Vargan, Gazeo Jones will be in the Crown Vargan, also Unisex and No Pirate will be Edgar in the Mouse. Ariana Grande back in the E6, and Ivano will be in the 1-3. GGAME going mostly to B and C, and meanwhile LOCA will that takes to a spot up tanks. Spotted up Roostem, but will he spot up more? DF can put a shot into Kirusha, puts a good shot into Kirusha, but he isn't able to make a return fire. Gets shot again by RA1D. So far, LOCA is opening this well, but they still have more than 1k of hit point pool deficit to take back. And now LOCA is going aggressive, which is a good call into B with 3 tanks at the same time. LOCA are definitely pushing the lineup, and well, what GGAME have in mind, the DF. He must be careful though. If he doesn't start running away, GGAME can try to kill him quickly. And Edgar G kill. He's going to side straight in this position aggressively. Kirusha is getting shot at more and more. GGAME are not doing a lot of things to shut down the F. But now, Mr. Rebush now getting spotted. So far, LOCA did really well in the crossfire, and GGAME now has lost the hit point pool advantage. And this can be dangerous because LOCA, they have much more DPM, maybe not, because they have triple crown wagons and a mouse. But the burst damage can do them a lot of favor, obviously. Akaji is still holding this really well. Kirusha taking more and more hits there. LOCA are controlling the tempo really well, but they need to make sure Edgar would not be shut down very quickly. Now, GGAME has made some shots into LOCA. They have swung the hit points back into that favor. Envision now out in the open, and that could be a problem. Edgar is now going back, now getting tagged by both Envision and Afghan locks. LOCA is now trying to retain the horizontal straight line, which is good call, but now GGAME has done really well getting the crossfire here. GGAME's biting back. Obviously, he's now biting back. No party from he's getting aggressive, and I think LOCA might be sensing something. Is isolated. Unisex is not allowed to go in because Dark Time Content and Kirusha is looking at that, and Sail Jones is hesitating when to go in a lot. And now LOCA has lost a lot of hit points now. Hit points are now in so favor of GGAME. And Envision is going to be low. Gaseo Jones is down. DF is taking more and more hits. And LOCA losing a lot of hit points now. GGAME has done a really good counter push. Down in the middle, no part felt me. It's a one shot here. And it's been killed off by Dark Time. Cultic RA1D. Hold down in the middle. Puts a good shell into Kirusha Dillafort. And Mr. Remosh is killed by Ivano. But with a lot of bounces there. I don't know, LOCA finds it really difficult to get their shots in. And I think if there was a tank more in the left-hand side, maybe that could shut things up. I don't know. Hirave is ramming Unisex, and Ivano is going for Kirusha Dillavolt. Puts a good shell there, and RA1D kills off Kirusha, and Roostem is low. RA1D is killed off. LOCA is trying their best to get a focus fire in, but the F is also killed. Unisex, no. I think Ivano bounced onto Roostem. Unisex is killed. Edgar is a one-shot. Look at GGAME. I think they're making use of their... I mean, they are trying their best not... I mean, their shot effectiveness is simply way better than LOCA here. LOCA, with a lot more individual mistakes, definitely is costing them the game. Roostem is now killed. It's now going to be 3 vs 2. Edgar still holding on really well, but he bounced onto Hirave. Hirave is going to kill him off very soon. Ivano is down to 1 shot. And I think this game will go to GGAME once again. Oof. Cabral. Hello, Cabral. How are you doing? Looking at the damage so far, LOCA, Ivano did a really good job there, killing 3 tanks, but Gaseo Jones, 1.5k, and hesitating whether to go in or not, so it's really killing them the game. The hesitation, there is a lot of hesitation going on for LOCA here right now. No party felt me, only put 1 shell in. I can't even see the stats, unfortunately. But we have African Locks, Dark Time Cortic, Roostem, and Hirave doing more than 2k in total. And GGAME punishing LOCA's personal mistakes, individual mistakes really, really well. And definitely LOCA needs to find their way back, because LOCA, because you remember C4, they lost 0-2 at the start, but they did absolutely amazingly, winning the next two. So LOCA, Oasis Palms needs to be their map to start their comeback. And if GGAME wins the next one, they need to win 4 on the run, which is going to be hard for LOCA. So, I mean, we still have some time, so let's actually go through Oasis Palms. Brief Oasis Palms a bit, and we'll continue very soon. Oh, we can see the map. There we go. You should see the map right now. So Oasis Palms is a map, if you want cap pressure, then go for both A and B, because they are close to one another. B is really hard to get, and you have a lot to cover to kind of get, and C is really hard to get. You can get shots from this area or this area here, but if you want map control, you absolutely want to go for C, because if you are defending, then the enemies will be spotted in a really far position, and going to rotation to A is actually ideal, because you have these buildings that shield you. So going to this area to flank, I believe, is a good call. This is also not bad at all, but you probably will get spotted at a further position. So you probably might see, if they want to defend A and B, you might see some tanks over here, just to kind of make use of the fact that these buildings can provide good shielding for a team trying to go for A. And that's why. So this is my briefing on Oasis Palm. So we are back. GGAME ready up with Afghan locks in the 215B. Quadruple E5s by Rustem, Hire, Rimosh, and Darktime Kotick. Evision in the Crown Bargain, and Kirusha Dilavod in the Vickers Light. LOCA going with Ariana Grande in the E5 alongside Ivano and DF and Nadia. It's a quadruple E5s, I apologize. And we have double Crown Bargains by Unisex and potentially RG, and Gaseo Jones will be in the Vickers Light. So still waiting RG to ready up. Server died. Oh, server died. Oh, that's not good. So RG is restarting the game, so hopefully we're going to be back soon. Hello, Gorilla Max. I'm doing really well. How are you, though? Meanwhile, while we're waiting, let's actually look. No, we cannot. Oh, RG's not ready, so we're now going in. Second game. No, third game. GGAME. LOCA versus GGAME. Let's head up high and see what they're going to go, where they're going to go. GGAME on the south side going mostly to A, and so does LOCA actually. LOCA, will the Vickers Light do any sporting here? GGAME's committing everyone, Kirusha Dilavod, in this position to spot anyone going down the middle. Can he spot up the F though? He won't spot up the F. But that could also mean C could be left out in the open. Oh, the F is now spotted. GGAME has made a very aggressive move onto A. But Ariana Grande might be in a little bit of trouble here. Receives a bounce, so he is out unscathed. Oh, he shouldn't go out in the open. I think it's a packet loss here. It happened on my end as well. Some packet loss happening, maybe that's why he took a hit there. Mr. Rebosh took a hit as well. But we have the F down the middle, and RG. Okay, only is now live. So this is not good at all for LOCA. LOCA is beset by technical difficulties, unfortunately internet issues. Oh! Is that an apple rack? Evalno's now killed, which, I don't know, maybe it's a triple tap? But it looks like an apple rack to me. Edgar G kill is now running away from this quagmire. Strangely, GGAME. Okay, now they have a substantial hit point advantage. GGAME's just now punishing LOCA's forces. Unisex is going to be down very soon. Oh, Unisex missed as well. Edgar G kill. Unisex are all down. The F is now getting pincered by GGAME LOCA. The internet issues are not helping them at all. They just simply dissolved into the forces of GGAME. GGAME just had an amazing focus fire, and that's what it takes to win this game. Ariana Grande is killed, and RG is a one-shot. Gaseo Jones is killed. It was a walkover for GGAME, and it was another win for them. There is a 3-minute delay, remember, so that's why I'm not able to respond to your messages immediately. So we have GGAME going, well, 6 tanks doing more than 2k. Unfortunately, LOCA with RG spawning in so late, he actually is the one doing the second most damage. TF doing slightly better than RG, which isn't a really good thing, because now it's match point to GGAME right now. Oh, I probably would be wrong in calling LOCA in this one. LOCA seems a class behind GGAME. GGAME simply much better in a lot of ways, made a lot fewer individual mistakes. Focus fire much better, and much more clever gameplay from them. LOCA, in these 3 respects, they haven't been able to best GGAME, and the next game is a crucial game for them. I hope they're going to do something out of it, but the ping issue is not really helping them.
I've been painting every fence I know. Every color bleeds into the same. 'Cause before you go and walk away, yeah, you better know where you're going.
So now GGAME ready up with Afghan Locks in the 215B, Roostem in the... It's changing, isn't it? Otherwise would be in the E5 alongside Hirace and Mr. Rimwash. Roostem would be in the E5. Envision the Crown Wagon, Kirusha in the Vicky Slate, and Dark Time Contact in the T22. And meanwhile, LOCA is going for Ariana Grande in the E5. Double T22 by Gaseo Jones and the F. Ariana Grande is going to take a 215B instead. Back in the Crown Wagon alongside Evaldo. And double E5s by Edgar GQ and Unisex. We're still waiting for Jerry and back into there. RG switched out because of his internet issues. So without that, RG is not. Is it probably not their caller? Will it affect them a lot? We'll see. Yes. Hello. They are doing really good so far. GGAME has impressed me a lot. So. Long may that continue, and I got the right scoreline. So North spawn for GGAME, South spawn for LOCA. Most of them are heading into A. Meanwhile, Dark Time is going for C a bit, but with everyone committed to A and with the T22s going with the heavies, I doubt whether that is a good idea there, because they would not give any information for them. And that's probably not how you should be playing that T20. Oh, is it, but that was a good shot into Mr. Remosh. G kill in a very aggressive spot. I really like the spots in the E5 and 2 and 5B. Gives you the spots for the crossing onto A. But LOCA is just going straight in. They are just going by full power. GGAME at the moment with a very... doesn't have a really good horizontal straight line. So that could be good for LOCA. But LOCA is a bit distracted. GGAME is now doing a pincer movement, and GGAME now with hit point put advantage. And once again, LOCA might be going for a long way. They're trying to shut down Dark Time Cortex, and this gives Hirae and Mr. Remosh a lot of opportunity to get crossfired. And now the focus is on Dark Time Cortex. He is attracting a lot of attention. Good. Well, but now GG is now dead. GGAME's now closing in. They are now closing in with the tanks from the back. They are now closing in. Mr. Remosh dropped the reactive armor. He's a one shot, and the F misses, isn't it? RA1D needs absolutely to kill. Oh, it's an ammo rack. Whoa, my god, that was an ammo. That was surely an ammo rack. You see right there, E5 just got eviscerated. Will that actually swing? LOCA back the game there. Hirusha kills off the F. It's still not over for GGAME yet. LOCA still needs to work hard on this Afghan locks. It's very low. Unisex is down. It's a 3 versus 4, but Afghan locks now down. Ivano is a one-shotter, but Kirusha, oh, Evision kills off Ivano, and Rusev is now dead. LOCA might be winning this one for the first time, thanks to the ammo rack, actually. And Kirusha, Gaseo Jones is going to put a good shell into Kirusha. Yes, but it's a low row. Looks likely a low row. Gaseo Jones cannot fluff this shell. Oh my gosh, LOCA. That ammo rack surely won them the game. And GGAME, by no means they are playing bad. They are playing really well. Good track shots into Evision, and Evision can he? Oh, it's a miss onto Gaseo Jones. And it was a good win from LOCA, finally. Oh my god. Oh my god. LOCA. Go. Oh, I'm rooting for the underdog right now. That was some amazing stuff you're seeing right now. Hoo-hoo. Oh my god. RA1D did more than 5k, killing 3 tanks. Absolutely wonderful. The F in the T20 is 807 damage. Killing 1 tank, Gaseo Jones, 2.89k of damage, almost 2 tanks killed. Unfortunately, GGAME, they tried really best. They're just so unlucky that ammo rack happened there. I think, I can't recall which it was. It probably is Hirae's by the looks of it. The one with 1.1k damage there, so that got ammo racked. I'm very certain that was the one that got ammo racked. Wow. Now we're going to Hellas. GGAME 3-1 currently leading. LOCA, are they going to win 3 on the run? Don't forget, Mercy led 3-0 against 7 Star, only for 7 Star to win 4 on the run and won them the fixture. LOCA, can they do the unthinkable? Can they do the impossible? We will know very soon. Oh gosh. That ammo rack surely, well, I mean, surely would boost their confidence, right, LOCA? Just, they just need, to do better. Fine. Cabral, what did you say? LOCA going with RA1D in the E5 alongside Bakken and also GQ. SAO Jones to pick his light. The F in the T22 double crown bargain by Ivano and Unisex. GGAME going with quadruple E5s by Afghan Locks, Rustin Pires and Mr. Remosh. Double T22 by Kirusha and Darktime Cortex Vision in the crown bargain. Let's hit a pie, shall we, and see where they're going to go. GGAME going mostly to C, and meanwhile LOCA are going mostly to C as well. Gaseo Jones will be the one task to get the spots in. He couldn't spot anyone. It's a really weird spot to get spots in. Does it work, actually? He's spotting nothing. The Dark Time Cortex is now getting spotted. I can't switch to that side. Actually, can he land a shot? It's a mess, but it's okay. It's all at this stage. If you lose hit points early, so it's not over yet. It all depends on the late game stages. We're now the F leading the charge. I'm very uncertain where this is going to work because he will be pincered and will be unable to run away there. He cannot get C. Don't even think about that. Just get out of it, really. But GGAME could be overloading this. Only 2 tanks, 3 tanks with a medium tank there. This doesn't look good for LOCA at the moment, though. GGAME is hesitating whether to push those E5s, but they once had a really good advantage there. But no, it's not the case. DF is running out of this relatively safely, but now down to 1k of hit points, which is obviously not good. GGAME now rotating. Will LOCA spot this and make a rotation? That good. GQ took a really big hit there. What the heck happened to you? This is not going good for LOCA. They need to stop dropping unnecessary hit points. Mr. Remorse is getting shipped away, which is good. But LOCA, they are now more than 1k hit points behind. GGAME, they didn't get any caps. All they need to do is maybe to get a cap and get a rotation. The T22, are they going for B or are they ignoring B completely? They're ignoring B completely. They're just going for a rotation downright. And LOCA are losing more and more hit points. So let's follow Dark Time Kotick. He's actually going for A, which is a really good call. Not going for B because that will telegraph a position. Oh, just temporarily getting Alpha. A. Now they are both getting spotted. They know they can't get this cap. They know something is going on. Really good cunning move there. B is now it's going to be captured by Dark Time Kotick, now knowing they're going to get that cap. Mr. Rimmoshima getting this cap without any spots, without getting spotted, which is going to be a good thing for GGAME. Now they have 2 caps to hit. The cap was going into their favor, and meanwhile LOCA is on the back foot here. They don't have the caps, they don't have the hit points. They really need to try and figure out a way to chip away the hit points of GGAME, but GGAME looks like they're in good positions. It looks likely that LOCA is going to find a way to punch a hole there, unless they have an interesting idea. Look at Ivano, they are very spread out. LOCA is very spread out. They look out of ideas here. Backend is now getting spotted, and GQ is getting spotted running away. Mr. Remorse is able to get a shot in there. GQ is still getting spotted still. Will he get shot at by GGAME? No. But that would just give the information for GGAME to kind of make a rotation. Now, Backen is isolated. Let's head over to here. Now GGAME is going to rush Backen, which is not going to be good. Now, Rustem is getting shot at. But will Backen be able to survive this long enough? LOCA trying their best to get the crossfire in, but Backen is going to go down very soon. Meanwhile, we're going to see another rotation happening there. LOCA is trying their best to shut down Outrage here. Outrage might be getting... will be isolated here. One more shot from Unisex. No, it's a bounce! Oh, RA1D, they dropped the reactive armor, but absolutely, LOCA, it's not the time to bounce shots. Unisex needs to put the next one in. Ariana is now dead. Hit point still in favor of GGAME. And T22 and Vic is like still really healthy. It's all on them. But Unisex is now isolating himself. Can he put a last shell into the Envision before he is dead? GQ is now dead. Vic is light. They got 2 caps. Still really close call. But hit points are in favor of GGAME. GGAME looks certain to win this one here. And Unisex now dead. I think it's going to be GGAME. Pretty much. And Gaseo Jones kills off Kirusha, which is important. But all the focus will be on DF right now. Both Dark Time Kotick and DF bounce one another. No, I don't think even the caps. I don't think it's possible. Gaseo Jones, unless he kills off African Locks, maybe have a lifeline here. It's a bounce. And certainly it's going to be GGAME. Commiserations to LOCA. Well done to GGAME. Oof, the battles are actually got tier 7 starters endgame. Looking at the damage here, LOCA trying their best, throwing in everything, but simply they're just in different league for GGAME. GGAME doing much better in reading the information. But LOCA, and also their shot effectiveness for GGAME. LOCA simply unable to do anything out of it. Unisex doing more than 3k, but Vicky Slate and Ivanu only killing 3 tanks. The impact of the F and Gasseogens in those mediums and lights are not really felt here in this battle, but GGAME absolutely, you can see that decisiveness is just amazing. Rustem killing 4 tanks, you have 4 tanks doing 2k, that's really good to see. Envision doing almost 4k, killing 1 tank in the end. And that's the end of my of this game. Let's go to lounge. Okay, endgame 4-0 against 7-star. Whoa, that was a walkover there. Unfortunately, Warring Swarm will have to stop stream. We will have to stop very soon. Oh my god, can't really know. Why are you doing that? And then, Raid versus Win, C4 versus Mercy. So far, it's going to be GGAME and Endgame leading the table tonight with 8 wins, 2 points in total. 7-star will be finishing in the 3rd place. We don't know about C4 and Mercy, but maybe at the bottom of the table. Well, LOCA with 3 matches tonight, but they are going to be heading out tonight with 0 points. Their hopes in the top 4 are really on the line here because they certainly need to work a lot harder to get into top 4. Maybe because they have a relatively new team. Maybe they're still recuperating from that unfortunate loss. The first game out of this out of the Blitz EU Cup, and I'm certainly predicting LOCA to win this one. GG definitely look really strong. Yeah, certainly one of the top 4 favorites to go in, and we'll see. So meanwhile, while we wait, let's actually review. I think there are some really good games here. Let's review the third. No. LOCA versus GGAME. Let's review the first game, shall we? First game, LOCA versus GGAME, and after that, GGAME versus C4 will review that game on Alpenstadt and also on Mayan Ruins. So so while you wait, I'm going to set it up. So just wait for me. We'll be fine. Really felt here in this battle, but GGAME absolutely, you can see that decisiveness is just. So let's find the time there. Okay. There we go. Let's start with this game. I'll try my best to do some in-depth analysis here. How close? Okay, I don't know why this is the case. This is lagging. Let's try again. It's buggy. We'll see if I can do anything. Please wait for me. Need to work a lot hard. Let's see if we can do it again. Okay, this time is not. Okay, this time is working fine. Let's close this dialog box. Now we should be seeing something. There we go. Before I continue, let me just double check. I hopefully don't do an oopsie as Oofry did. Okay, there we go. So let's start off with this game first. This is a really interesting game. I want to show you. I want to show you here. So let's start off with this first. Following, or is it donation? I don't know because it sounds wrong. There we go. We have GGAME going mostly to A and B. Meanwhile, LOCA going mostly to A and B as well. I should have used that empty time to talk about the map for Despair. I forgot to do so. Apologize. Apologies. Please don't. And ooh, 3 tanks. No, Ivano's on the platforms getting spotted by I don't know who. But at least I want to show you the Envision's position here. Maybe in my tank, so that you get the idea how it could work there. And also maybe is it a good idea to take that position in the middle? We'll see. So let's actually go into the room and I'll show you. Let me start with where are you? Fort Despair. Fort Despair. I can't find you. There we go. Fort Despair on that will be the let's switch spawns. So let me show you that. Right. So, is it not sure? Oh my god. Oof. Yeah, for some reason it's not really. Oh god. No. Which oh gosh. Sorry, something wrong here. If you don't mind me, just I'm going to fix this very soon. Hopefully I don't have any other. Oh god, can you not do this to me? Apologies once again. There we go. We're back. So I mean, if we're going to look at Kraftwagen, where they're going to go, that position in the middle, with Kraftwagen, it's in a good position. I'm going to show you a bit. So now I'm using my speed boost. It's taking some time to go there. Well, hello, the deal for real. Hello, Biscuit. Hello. Hello. So this is a position that's taken by the Kraftwagen. You can see you can kind of hold down. You can have enough impression, so that's good. The only bad thing, if I can show you here, is actually that so it's not the perfect spot for hold down. So you need to kind of pull back if you get spotted or something like that. But you have this bush to shield you, so it could be fine. So let's remove this. Let's continue. Please, Mr. Rimbo Shirate and also GG Rooster but spotted. You need CF spotting it up. But look at LOCA, it's very spread out. I'm not sure if GGAME will make use of that information. Okay, I'm going to show you the F's position here. The F, what he's doing here is to try to kind of reset that tank, Dark Time Kotick. And the way to do it is to cap, to not get reset, is to cap on the left side of this, of the B. So I'm going to show you in Kraftwagen, maybe that will help a lot. So, if you cap on the right side, this is what's going to happen. Yep. You can see that if you cap from here, you can get shot by this position right here. A lot of people, how they're going to react to this is to get to the left side of the circle. And that means you get here, and as you can see, it's not in your line of fire. But the problem is you might get shot by these kind of small hills. But these small hills are also very exposed as well. So a lot of the times, you probably want to cap on the left side of the B, or the side that is closer to A, rather than the side closer to C. Or you can have this bush here that you might get shot at, but then problem with taking this bush is that if I go to here, you could get a little bit surrounded, or I don't know. It's somewhat easy to get pincered. As you can see, you can also get shot from your right from here. These kind of windows, if you have tanks near in the northwestern corner aggressive enough, that will provide enough cover for this to work on and reset that left side of that circle. So I'm going to show you exactly for RG's position why it's a good idea to take a T22 there. So I'm going to show you right now. Yeah, this is the case. So so now I'm spawned on the north side. So if I can go to that position to show you how we could do to reset B. And the other advantage in going to that position is to get some spots over to the northwestern corner. So you just go to this left side of the rock. And if you can do some side scraping, you can get some really good crossfire and some reset shots into B. Problem is, if that tank decides to cap on the left side of B, then you might have a little bit of trouble. So I think what RG did is that the reverse side scrape, which is very hard to do, and you can see I can't even do it on with my keyboard. So imagine how much practice you need to do. You can see it from this angle here that you can get some good bounces with that. But the problem is you don't want to show your backside, and that was probably the reason why that T22 got punished by a lot. And reverse side stripping is one of the hardest technique to do in this game. So if you can't do it, that's not the end of the world. A lot of us can't do it, so don't worry. It's not all about the reverse side stripping here. You also need to do a lot of good stuff after that as well. You can see here, you can get some spots in and so on, and that would be really nice. So if we can continue, sorry, it's taking a really long time. Let's continue analyzing. And ooh, some splashes happening for both tanks. Dark Time, Kotick, DF splashing one another. Dark Time able to dodge that shell. DF unable to reset B, but it's alright because LOCA now has the cap lead, so it's all down to GGAME to make a rotation now. And LOCA needs to set up a good line of defense. Make sure good line of defense. It's actually quite. I mean, it's okay to set up a line of defense on LOCA, and what GGAME needs to do, either to get a cap or kill one tank. And at the moment, LOCA doesn't have tanks that is there to be killed by GGAME. One way that GGAME can do, if I can show you here, actually I would say two ways here. Either rush to their spawn like that. Problem is, as you can see on the minimap down there on your left, you have these tanks. You have these tanks that could just regroup and just I can't even draw a circle. Regroup, get these lanes, get a good horizontal straight line, assault the push. That's one thing that is going to be hard to execute. Basically, GGAME doesn't know the positioning of LOCA, so the other way, which is more viable, they have a mouse, so they can do it with that. I mean, look at that, they have a mouse by Kirusha Dilovod, so the other way they could do is to capture C, or just cap it long enough so that the cap was back in their favor and the mouse can side script really well. And if you can angle the turret, you can bounce some big shots, and that's just, I think, a good way for them to do. But GGAME, absolutely, you can't just like put a mouse there and do nothing. You also need to do something near B as well. You kind of have to synchronize with one another on the side. So let's see what they're going to do. Don't spray your tanks too much. Envision is in a good hold down position. Let me just show you here. It's in the bush, and the only thing that could be seen by LOCA would be the turret, the red turret here, if I can. Well, maybe his tracks as well, but it's going to be a hard, you're going to take a really hard time to do anything, but I think my freak. Also look at the GGAME now. You can see on the minimap here, some of them have started rotating back to the spawn, and they're heading into the general direction of C in stealth mode, so LOCA doesn't know what's going on, so let's continue watching. Camp has been broken. Dark Time Kotick is now spotted in this usual encounter spot where you just go there in the cap and hold down, and sometimes you can even win this match with caps. So I don't think,
look at that.
This is not encounter, so you're not going to see that happening. But Kirusha Dilovod is just using his mouse to barrel in to see, and will LOCA have a response to that. We'll see. Yeah, I mean, you can use this building. Yep, this building to kind of work an angle. So I mean, it's not like the same, but you can just kind of work your way like that, and you can get some bounces. But bounce is also very big as well, so we'll see very soon what's going to happen. RA1D Grande spotted. Kirusha is trying to capture C, but to no avail. Good shots by both Gaseo Jones and RA1D Grande. Meanwhile, Dark Time is getting a very aggressive position to try and pincer the tanks of LOCA. Oh, this is a really good move from Dark Time Kotick, and as I said, you cannot just put a mouse there and do nothing else. You need someone to kind of, on the other side, make some kind of movement. So now I'm going to show you on strat sketch what you're expecting right now. If I can go to For Despair and show you right now. I'm going to create a new map then. To show you. I hope I can mark the tanks nicely. So, if I can bring the map up. This is the map. This is Fourth Despair. So what you're seeing right now is that there is a tank. I think there are 3 tanks. If I can get the idea. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay. The resolution, I apologize. Can I up the resolution more? Oh god. Let's see if I can up the resolution more, but I hope I don't kill the stream. Yeah, that would be a bit better. Or maybe, let's see, 9020 1080. Let's see if it's going to work. Now that's pretty obvious now. You have this IS4 there. Do we have no? So it's all heavy tanks, so it's kind of easy to mark here. What you're going to be seeing is as follows. At the moment, you have a tank somewhere around here and around here. Okay, tank around here, around here, around here, and around here, which is very far at the back, I must say. I even moved up actually. Even like here, I think it's here if I got the right position. I say actually in the inner circle. I think it's in the inner circle, so it should be here. Meanwhile, LOCA, the forces, they have all heavies except DF. DF is there. It's there, which is not the right marker, and we also have the heavies over here, and no, it's actually here. And 4 tanks down here in these positions. So now GGAME has set up this way. They will be trying to kind of push these 2 tanks up. What they are going to try, this would probably in my opinion, would join this. Unfortunately, it's not the right. It's probably going to join this. Meanwhile, they would probably cannot kind of do anything because 3 versus 4, you probably want to hold. So you probably just want to hold a good line there, and this will get some crossfire into you. Yeah. On the other hand, this tank could go in as well. And that will leave that T22 there hard to run away, because you have these 2 tanks that could shut them down. So unfortunately, LOCA has put themselves in a situation that the mediums aren't able to do much, and it only could rely whether these heavies could go in and try to shut down these 2 heavies. So that's the only thing that you probably that these 2 tanks can only see. And meanwhile, they can try to pressure on and see if you can do something else with it, unfortunately. So with that T22 pretty much in a terrible position, then you really can't do much. So let's continue. Sorry for the long explanation. So yeah, Biscuit. Meanwhile, the F spoiled up Envision. He's trying to reverse side straight. It's not working. He's on fire as well. You can see how it happened to the F here. Just cannot run away simply because there's that type contact and Envision there to shut the F's route off. So I will need to get a better resolution, so I'm going to turn it down 720. You can see a lot of buffering there. So let's go. Oh, he puts another good shot into Envision, but he's so low. Envision is also really low, but LOCA has the hit point advantage at the moment. Once again, GGAME is trying to do an attempt in cap. And this is the move where I have a lot of doubts whether it's going to work. So because so far, let me actually get back with this map up. So this is the map you're seeing right now. And now what you're seeing here, if I can remove all the indicators of this, yeah, now this tank cannot run away, and these two tanks didn't go for that. And moreover, now that this tank has moved into here, this is really I have no idea what LOCA has it in their minds. This is quite weird, I must say. They also have a tank going into here, and now look at how much distance they're going to take. Now they're going to go for here, and they will be spotted up no matter what they're doing. And what GGAME will do is that you have this tank. I'm going to walk in here. This tank getting a lot of crossfire, and you can see very soon just farming. Like, thank you very much. Yeah, that tank's still here. Just to say, that tank's still there. Thank you very much. And then these tanks close in, and it's going to make absolutely wonderful damage. So this is a very questionable move by LOCA. If it was actually LOCA, I mean, they knew that there are 3 tanks there. If actually instead they don't do this, rather than to actually put pressure on here, rotate your tanks here maybe, and this T-22, after distracting these tanks, maybe this tank can start to go and do something, and maybe get one tank. I'll just show it on here. So maybe if you get all the tanks here to kind of distract the GGAME's forces, and then try your best to kind of shield, and after that maybe get 2 tanks like that, and maybe this tank rotate, get crossfire into these tanks, and these tanks maybe up here just to kind of do some bordering there. Will that work? I don't know. It does seem to be a possible breakdown. It could work. And then after they kill off this tank, they just need to just flank and then just kill off the rest of these tanks. Well, it does sound like it's on paper it sounds good, but will it work in execution? We don't know. But it does sound a viable method. Capture, but LOCA has other ideas. I'm not sure if it's going to be a good idea, but the E5s are potentially bearing in for Dark Type Cortic, and they lost some hit points in doing so. Now GGAME has the hit point pulling back, and they're going straight into B. Really weird play from LOCA. Strangely, the E5s didn't get heavily punished, but I think the other punishment came from the other side with the T-22 and co. But then GGAME has positioned themselves really nicely. It's all to their focus fire for LOCA right now, to whether make it work or not. They need to kill off the tanks. They going for evasion as well, but they took a lot of hits on the crossing. Now GGAME with more than 2k hit point advantage. This is certainly going to be hard. Unisex bounced onto Here. This is not good at all. The focus fire from LOCA is lacking in quality, and now they killed off Here, and I think they went for the wrong focus at the start. Hero dropped the reactive arm, but LOCA forces just went straight for him. Envision is has lower health. I would have called for Envision instead of Heroes. Heroes buys GGAME some tremendous time there, so it wasn't. It shouldn't be the focus that I think LOCA should go for. Envision for some reason still alive now. GGAME has the control of the hit points. Envision's now dead, but RG is also dead, and Afghan Locks is going to be the focus for LOCA, but he's dropping reactive armor. It's going to soak up a lot of shots here. Kirusha trying to block and derail the tanks of LOCA. Are they going to finish off Afghan Locks? Afghan Locks is now dead. LOCA are trying their absolute best to pull it back and to pull it off, but Gazeo Jones and Ivano are now both dead. The F is also out of this game. It's going to be a 3 vs 4, and now GGAME with a cap point advantage. This game might go to GGAME at this point, but GGAME's forces are more spread out. LOCA a lot more consolidated, but Mr. Rebosh is coming from behind. Will he put a good shot into Unisex? He does put a good shot into Unisex. Unisex is dropping the consumer. So, just yeah, I think there was a misplay from LOCA, and GGAME did really well in kind of pinching the tanks, and that move in the middle, I think that was what won them the game. That was good shutting down that T22 of the F was very important for GGAME, so really good job by them. And actually, let's go to the next match to analyze. Let's go for Fort Despair, where Mercy that C4 won that third game. Had their third win, if I remember correctly. So that should be the first game of Alpenstadt, if I remember correctly. So let's go. So we are going to be once again, apologies, this doesn't seem to be appearing again. That should be fine. Using Windows graphic capture. That's going to help. Now you can see. Let's go. Seeing C4 on the south side, GGAME on the north side. GGAME going with mouse played by Kyusha Dilovod, Cabral, and the double T20 long skip. We'll be going with Vasily Yushkina, ADI's full alongside Akula and Flame, Triple E Crown Wagons by Akisol, Latovsky, and Leonchik, and Valek in the Vicky's Lights. And C4 will be going mostly to B. This is going to be an interesting strat here. They're going straight into B. Will GGAME have the resets there? Will GGAME has the resets there? I think so. One thing to do. Not pink. One thing to do. Not here. Don't try go here. It's easy for the IS4 to go shoot you. Mouse can try to put a shot. He can afford to take some hits. He has like, look at his hit points there. He has 3,180. Could afford to take some hits there. One way is to get that mouse, but he has very low DPM, so if you miss one shot, then you're done. Yeah, one way is to get a crossfire here. Another way, these tanks just go aggressive. And I think this should actually be the job of that T22s to kind of make that information. Just go aggressive, and maybe we can do something there. This can get some really good crossfire angles. You might get shot via the spawn, but C4 doesn't have TDs, so why you worry? So you don't need to worry about too much. IS4s, all of them are here. Kramwagen, they can use that booster. Yeah, they don't really know the Kramwagen's positioning, and yeah, now you can see why these E5s didn't go for that, and they can actually use they can try to see if they can gap Cali, but if you allow the other team to get B, then it's pretty much over. So before I continue, let's just update this. Let's just find the results. Okay, it's going to be 4-3 for Mercy. Raid 4-3 against Win. So tonight it's going to be Right, so tonight it's going to be GGAME, Mercy, and GGAME, Mercy, and the Endgame finishing in the top 4. Raid in the 4th place with 7 star in the 5th place, getting a win. LOCA rooted at the bottom of the table and win with 5 wins, 0 points. C4 6 wins, 0 points. Let's continue. Kirusha might have it. Oh no! I think it was a miss. Oh, it's a bounce. But Kirusha did not fall, took a hit there, and GGAME are unable to reset B. The IS Force from the triple IS Force. We're lucky there. However, hit points, cap points are not in their favor, but C is just wide open. So Violet can just capture C, and they will. So unfortunately, G cannot reset B, and that will put C4 in a lot of cap advantage. Thing is, how can you deal with the situation? It's on to GGAME getting the right rotation. The first thing you want to see is which tanks need to act as a pivot, and then you need to and then the rest of the tanks would be used as the kind of the handle, to kind of swing. You need the torque to swing the tanks to the other side. So apparently the Kirusha Delovit is the pivot for you, and you probably want another tank in the middle as pivot, and I would say Envision would be a good idea. Envision is in the middle. He will put some good shells there. Good shells in the middle can work with Kirusha. I can show you there. Put some good shells there. So that only leaves us to the Cabral, the T22, and the three more E5s. And in my opinion, if you're daring enough, you can go with triple E5s. You can drop the speed boost. You have a lot of hit points that can soak up. You can try to go to your spawn because they are nearer there, but that time Cortex spotted, so just get it spotted. Not sure if you rotate back, but I would have done that actually. Just get this to be back because you have E5 spotted. Meanwhile, T22s, if you're daring enough, go to their spawn and then rush after that. Because what that gives is that C4 will have a lot of tanks because they know E5's there. They think that there will be a rush there, but in fact, you get those E5s on the other side. Maybe that will put every C4 tanks there, and to surprise, E5 showed up there, and then suddenly, oh, T22s are there. That could cause C4 lots of chaos. Remember the lineup C4 is taking triple IS4, triple Crown Barker, not a lot of DPM, and if you could focus the Crown Barkers the first, yes, you're going to shred away a lot of effective burst damage from C4. And I think that's what maybe G could do. Meanwhile, C4 might want to kind of pull back a bit because simply you have these corridors that can act as focus that can be acted as an isolation lane. So you probably want to pull back, defend, and B is quite out in the open, so you don't need to worry about that. And GGAME should not go for that because C4 will be looking at that as well. So C4 will be looking at their spawn and also B. Have the cap point advantage. Oh, the Ice Force is dropping some hit points there. A big high roll from Kirusha. Actually shell 33 damage splashing into the armor of Kirusha. Oh, Akira getting a little bit, but C4 doesn't stay passive, which could be a good thing because GGAME will take some time to rotate, and you see that E5s are not well consolidated. Now you can see GGAME now spread out even more. Looking at the minimap here, and if C4 realizes this, actually that's a really good call. I would say that's a really good call. You can see the tanks spread out quite evenly across this side here. So now C4, I just will take it back. You don't need to sit back. That's a good opportunity for you to actually rotate. You have the Krabwagons, make use of that. It's hard for me to say focus the mouse, but they have done really well in stripping away the hit points of mouse. The Krabwagons can put some easy shells into mouse, and then you have those T-22s shut them down as well. These 3 tanks, if you can shut them down quickly enough, you don't need to worry about those E5s there. E5s are at the back. They don't have the best accuracy. So, obviously, on the other side, you have tanks there. See, they also need to come in, kind of close in, and support the teammates. So, will we see something like this? We'll see. Ambitious there, and audacious. Kirusha is angling his mouse well, and C4 unfortunate going for a focus on the mouse. Well, that's going to give GGAME the signal to push in and so on, and skill is really low. I think the focus is going to be on skill. Yeah, I mean already the hit points are so favor of C4, and 2 skill is really losing this fight, and the biggest like unfortunately haven't lost a lot of damage. And look at GGAME. Quite spread out. You have yeah, they are spread out, but they are kind of evenly spread out, which actually allows C4 to get the focus fire relatively good. That's a good call from C4 there, and they kill off Kirusha Dillavort, and GGAME might be a little bit slow, but they are there to pinch the tanks. It's going to be the focus fire now. That C4 also killed off Skilloid. It's going to be an uphill battle for GGAME. They are down by 2 tanks. Hearave is getting isolated by the C4 tanks here. And Flame puts a good shell into Hearave. And Akula is really low. Oh, it's a bounce onto Hearave. The Dark Time Cortex is also down. 3 tanks down already for GGAME. Their focus is on Hearave at the moment. Latovsky is killed by Capral and Rustem here. Hearave is down to a 1-shot. He needs to be killed as soon as possible. So you can see that C4 did really well and kind of isolate the tanks in different lanes, and GGAME was just, I think that move was just maybe a little bit too, they didn't really think too much on what to do. So I mean, if they kind of sit back, think a bit, and maybe they could do something. That they don't have a lot of time, so they must do that decision very quickly. And unfortunately, maybe that decision came in a little bit too quickly, and they were unable to kind of connect with one another. C4 did really well, got 2 bases, even better. They even got aggressive and shut down the isolated tanks of GGAME, not allowing them space to breathe and think. So I think they've done a really good job there. He's also killed, also have 2 caps. If they don't kill all the tanks, they just need to make sure they have all the tanks up on the battlefield, alive and well. Envision is going to be attacked by the C4's tanks. Envision puts a good shot into facilitate Yushki now, and the 3 first one, I believe C4 has got it in the bag. GGAME, maybe there was a panic. There was a little bit of panic there. Didn't really consolidate well in the counter push, and C4 was able to isolate the tanks really well, even though they focused the mouse. It's still alright because GGAME were quite isolated in the first place. So that was a good win from C4. That was a good game from C4. And this is potentially the end. So, well, hope you enjoyed my analysis. Did it show for the rest of the game? I hope it does. So, hopefully you will love. Thank you for watching this stream. I hope you're still, if you're still staying here now, then, well, then good job to you. Then if not, then goodbye to all. Hope to see you all tomorrow. Zenith League, Kraken Esports versus Phoenix, and the day after that, it will be 7-star versus Raid, we're beginning with. After that, it will be Endgame versus C4. Really interesting matches. Hope to see you all there. Goodbye for now.